Hello everybody, SeaSlug here. I have a 3rd gen UU battle on Pokémon Colosseum versus Crobat for the win. He was looking for a 2nd gen OU match but couldn't find one, so he kinda had to take me up on this offer. So anyway, it was a pretty good match. Looking at his team, I would say that Meganium is definitely going to be the biggest issue to my team because my Quagsire can definitely take on pretty much all his Pokemons, even that Blastoise, since my Quagsire does have Toxic. But that Meganium can always easily switch in. One thing I do have on my Quagsire is Ice Beam, and I can probably predict or expect him to expect me to predict the Giga Drain and just go for a Ice Beam. So anyway, he's gonna lead off with the Meganium, and I'm already gonna start off with a disadvantage because you know how Quagsire does stand up pretty good against his whole team, and that is the reason I decided to lead off with. And he sees that coming and leads off with Meganium, which is not good for me. So now he's gonna Leech Seed, predicting a switch out, which I do end up going for. I go into my Ampharos. I go into Ampharos because I don't know, I was thinking I can maybe paralyze it and then go for the Hidden Power Ice, but then I don't know, I switched out into Altaria predicting him to switch in something. I don't know, I'm pretty sure I was expecting him to go into the Electabuzz since I do have Earthquake on the Altaria. But anyway, right here he is going to switch out into the Blastoise. I'm gonna go for the Hidden Power Flying. However, for some strange reason, even after it didn't say it was not very effective, I honestly thought that Hidden Power was Hidden Power Ice. Like later on in the match, I think it's Ice and go for it. So anyway, he sees the Toxic coming. Obviously doesn't want his Blastoise poison, so he's just gonna go into Meganium. Actually, I don't think he was expecting Toxic. I think he may have been expecting an Earthquake or something. I don't even know. But anyway, just gonna go into Rapid Dash, and here I make a pretty stupid move. He is gonna Leech me, and right here I was thinking, okay, he's most likely gonna want to switch, so I overpredict and go for the Pontai Pass to try to get myself a switch advantage. And I like how Rapid Dash moves its face right there. So yeah, that doesn't work out good for me at all because I end up not getting a switch advantage. Could have gone for a Fire Blast, and now I'm out here with my Altaria being Leech Seeded. So I really don't want that Leech Seed. I'm just gonna switch out, go into Medicham, as I believe he switches out into his Blastoise. Now he did set up a Reflect, but I completely forgot about it because I don't know, it was kind of hard for me to. Basically, I'm the one picking everybody's moves, so I'm like trying to keep track of everything. So I don't know. I went for high jump kick. He was expecting me to go for Fake Out, and I probably should have if I would have remembered that he set up a Reflect. I could have killed a turn of Reflect with that, but just go for high jump kick. See that it doesn't do a lot of damage. Start Freak Out, and then switch out into Ampharos as he predicts that, and goes into this Nidoking right here, which I'm like, oh my god, I need to catch up somehow. So I decide to stay in, take an Earthquake, and then retaliate with a counter. However, I do not end up living the Earthquake. I did live an Earthquake from a Nidoking beforehand, so I was kind of hoping I could live another one, but it's not the case. My Ampharos is the first to go down, so I'm just gonna send in my Quagsire now. It's gonna go for the Ice Beam. I believe he said he was expecting me to go for Toxic, which is why he didn't switch into Blastoise, but I was actually predicting him to switch out into Meganium, so that worked out nicely. However, I wouldn't have been able to kill that Meganium right there if it wasn't for that crit I got, so that crit is definitely going to put him in a tough spot because he doesn't really have much that can easily take care of this Quagsire, and this Quagsire does kind of pose a threat. Not really a threat, but does stand up nicely against everything he has. So his Hitmonlee is just gonna go for the Brick Break, gonna do some damage, and I am just gonna finish that thing off with a counter, which is kind of cool. Like, how often do you actually get to use a counter and it works? So in comes Altaria. My Quagsire is lead cheated, and right here I do have the Ice Beam, so I am just gonna go for it as he switches out into Sheer Force. And actually, yes, no, wait, never mind. Yes, I do. I was gonna say he was just switching around too much, try to confuse me, because he did end up switching out into his Altaria to take the Earthquake right there. But yeah, this Nidoking is gonna get frozen, and I'm kind of expecting him to switch out, maybe, hopefully, into his Blastoise, but that's not the case. So I kind of want to finish that thing off before he unthaws, so I send out my Medicham. And right here, I go for the Fake Out. Now, I probably should have gone for something else. Should have probably just started going for the Shadow Ball, since I believe even if you do flinch Pokemon, they do still get their chance to unthaw, and then the game says they flinched, so doesn't really matter because he doesn't end up unfreezing, unfortunately for him. And wait, why is it freezing? Okay, my computer is really lagging right now. So anyway, that Nidoking is out, and I believe he sends out this Blastoise. So I decide to stay in and go for a high jump kick, and I was kind of surprised. Like I was kind of, oh my god! At this point, I still did not remember that he set up a Reflect, so I was kind of like confused as to why my high jump kicks were doing so much damage now. But Blastoise is gonna hang on with 2 freaking HP, and down goes my Medicham. So right here, I make kind of a stupid move. I go into my Altaria. I was just like, okay, I'll just go for the Hidden Power, finish this off. However, he outspeeds me and goes for the rest before I can go for the Earthquake, which, yeah, I thought I had Hidden Power Ice, which is why I didn't go for it. So yeah, I go for Earthquake, don't finish him off. I'm pretty sure I would have if he didn't go for that rest, but I honestly was not expecting him to outspeed me right there. So in comes the Electabuzz. I don't want to take an Ice Punch just yet, so I'm just gonna switch out into my Quagsire, who can take it and then retaliate with an Earthquake. However, he's not gonna get. Oh, okay. Right here, it's kind of stupid. Goes for the Ice Punch, freezes me, and in the chat he's all like yes, but then quickly, like right away, unthaws, and I take him out with an Earthquake. So yeah, in comes the Altaria. He's gonna go for the Hidden Power Flying, and down goes my Quagsire. I believe I send in my Absol. Right here, I take this opportunity to set up a Swords Dance, and then just kind of finish this Altaria off with the Hidden Power Rock, which should be super effective, as we both kind of just set up that turn. He is gonna outspeed me because I didn't set up any speed, and he set it up some speed, so now he outspeeds me, but goes for a Hidden Power Flying. I go for a Hidden Power. I'm not sure what that was. It's not very effective, so I'm trying to think what could have that been. Anyway, that was not Hidden Power Rock like I was hoping for, so down goes my Absol. And yeah, now I'm kind of screwed because yes, there's a +1 Altaria out here, and he's gonna get kind of greedy and just set up another Dragon Dance. I'm gonna go for a Hidden Power Flying. I get a crit, and I was honestly expecting to take that thing out because I don't know why, but for some reason I thought I had Hidden Power Eyes on this thing, even though most Altarias or most flying types that will usually have Hidden Power Flying as their main stab move, because there really aren't any good flying type moves in what's it called, 3rd gen. So had he not gone for that Dragon Dance, he would have taken me out, but doesn't. So now in comes his last Pokemon, and yeah, it's asleep, so I believe, yeah, he outspeeds me like he did last time. So he goes for the Sleep Talk, and he, luckily for him, gets the Ice Beam first turn. I was gonna go for the rest, but too late for that, I guess. So now I am down to my last Pokemon, which really puts me in a bind right now because it's Fire type. So yeah, my Rapidash is up against this Blastoise. I'm just gonna decide, you know what, just set up a substitute. And he's probably gonna go for a Sleep Talk. Hope that he does not get the Surf. He luckily gets the rest, and I go for the Hidden Power, praying that it's Grass or something super effective. But no, it is. I don't know. I don't know what Hidden Power that is. If I had to guess, I would say Ice. So yeah, that is pretty much good game. My only other attacking move is Fire Blast, and as you can see right there, that is, even with a crit, that has not been doing enough. So he's awake now. Surf. I live by 8 HP, but yeah, it's over already. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this game, well then rate, comment, subscribe. Not usually something I say, but my opponent should be uploading his side of the match as well, so I will link that in the description whenever he gets it up, or if he gets it up before me, or whatever. Anyway, his link to his channel will also be in the description. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and later, folks.
Together now. Together now. Together now.